Hello everybody, it is Shark Under here. Now you might recall I made a video about veganism around 9 months ago. Now I don't really like talking about veganism much because it's a very extremely complicated topic, but I think the video I made before was very outdated and had a lot of emotional responses instead of actual facts and evidence. So yeah, in this video I'm going to be debunking veganism one step at a time, first going through nutrition to morals and then a conclusion. But anyways, let's get into this. Going on to point number 1, nutrition. Now, a majority of vegans will say, oh, the plant-based diet is the best diet for great health, but that is just simply not true. The vegan diet is missing over 15 macronutrients and a lot of vitamins that would be found in meat. Not even to mention severe bioavailability issues with beans, legumes, and other sources of protein, which by the way are low quality. Now, a majority of them will say, oh, you can supplement these vitamins instead of just getting them from meat, but that is also not true. Firstly, synthetic types of B12 or vitamins in general are oftentimes very hard to absorb into the flesh, and that's why taking blood tests doesn't actually show if something's getting absorbed into your tissue or not. And believe it or not, the synthetic type of B12 is actually very molecularly different from the actual form of B12 found in meat. That's why vegans oftentimes have symptoms of B12 deficiency when their blood tests show that they have normal levels. You can't actually calculate whether B12 is getting actually absorbed into your tissue by checking the blood levels. That is flawed. But anyways, looking on, we can see that the vegan diet is also high in a certain thing called seed oils. Seed oils are actually found in a lot of processed foods that claim to be vegan. Now, seed oils have something called acrylamide and aldehydes, the same chemicals you find in cigarettes, by the way. Now, by a lot of studies, they are actually considered carcinogens. The reason being, a study in 2002 found that animals that were exposed to these chemicals actually got cancer, and it literally altered their DNA. Now, while there hasn't been any direct correlations between humans getting cancer and aldehyde, you could still see that, take for example, people who smoke cigarettes are more prone to getting cancer. And aldehyde, the chemical that gave cancer to all those animals, is also in the cigarette butts. So that is a correlation in and of itself. So I hate people who are like, oh, it is completely normal and healthy and it has been proven. No, it has not been proven. Seed oils are extremely sketchy and have potential carcinogens that could give you cancer. It is very poorly researched as of now and should not be completely 100% trusted at all. But anyways, going on to the red meat is unhealthy for you argument. So basically what they're saying is that dietary cholesterol affects your blood cholesterol, LDL, and will basically give you a heart attack. But the thing they forget to mention is that those studies are observational studies and have a high margin of error. The reason being is that most of these observational studies are extremely inaccurate. Most of the time, they will give somebody a survey every year or every month saying about what they ate in general, meat and dairy products or fruits and vegetables. And imagine tracking that over the course of a decade or more, and you can't eat any cakes, any chips, any nothing, because it would ruin the validity of that study. And that's why observational studies, especially those relating to heart attacks and red meat, are one of the most inaccurate studies known to man.
Also, Shark Hunter, I would also like to point out that there's been multiple studies done, like peer studies done in 2017 and the Japanese meat and cardiovascular study done in 2015, that proves that eating unprocessed red meat does not cause heart disease.
But anyways, now that we have debunked all of the nutritional arguments, it's time to go to the second point, which is morals. Now, a huge argument I see in the vegan community is name the trait. Now, basically, what they are saying is that what is the morally relevant trait that would make eating an animal more moral than eating a human? And my response to that is that the morally relevant trait is species. And that is not just one singular trait. Species accommodates thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of traits. Scientists are still discovering today what makes us different from animals. So, to generalize, it would be species. That would be the morally relevant trait. And it's very simple about why I care more about my own species than a cow or a pig, for example. Humans have interests in their own species. So of course, if I'm in that species, I'm going to have an ontological bias towards my own species. It's very simple. That's like if an alien race decided to invade Earth and kill all humans. Would you side with the aliens or your own species? And that doesn't even have to require morals. I care more about my species than a cow or any other species for that example. And if you really want to, you can command any vegan in the entire world to answer this simple question, which is, where do you draw the line between which species you would and would not eat? Because at the end of the day, there is somewhere that they draw the line, and I've seen vegans all around the board that draw the line. Some draw the line at insects and shrimps, Some draw the line at sea sponges, and it's just so incredibly confusing about what their actual opinions are. So, until the vegan community can openly agree on what species they would draw the line or not draw the line on, for now, their entire community and all their morals and ethics are for nothing. So I will be waiting for that response and that answer. So anyways, in conclusion, the vegan movement is extremely flawed, having many nutritional and moral setbacks, and as of now should not be promoted whatsoever. So yeah, that's Veganism Debunked for you. If you like this video, subscribe, like, leave a comment, join the Discord server if you want, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.